Everyone remembers Bionicle. Wonderful toy line. Fantastic toy line. If you were a kid at the turn of the century, you probably had one or two of these guys with the spinny gears on their backs that made their arms flap and they'd use their weapons and all that. And wonderful, great little toy line by Lego. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we've got MASKER, Ultimate Judge. This is a Chinese Bionicle knockoff. And let's just, before we even look at the toy itself, let's take a look at the box. It's a pretty nice box. You know, it's got a nice looking picture on it of Trua, who is apparently an ultimate judge somehow. I also like the brick logo right here. Like, that's the Chinese version of Lego or something. I don't know. It's a nice touch, I think. And, you know, all in all, nice box. Also note the enlighten thing right there. Nice box. Not, you know, can't compare with the original Bionicle cans, but, you know, other than the fact that there's a hole in it, yeah, you can tell that this is not the utmost of quality Chinese goods. But let's open it up. Also note the lack of tape. There is no tape on this thing. Nothing sealing it, guaranteeing me it's never been opened. No assurance of quality. None of that. So, the first thing I noticed is, it actually comes with instructions. And they're not bad instructions, either. As far as knockoff toys go, this is pretty good. So, yeah, we have that. And we have the pieces. So let's take a look at these. It doesn't feel like it's a lower quality plastic. Okay, I take that back. It does. It feels like something less than what Lego normally puts out, but it's still, you know, solid. I can't, like, break it with my hands or anything. Let's take a look at the pieces they used. Oh, I love that sound. Let's take a look at some of these. You can see on the box here, this is not just a copy off of some original Bionicle set that was released by Lego, as are some of these guys on the back. We've got Arrow right here, and Natro right here, and there's my man Trua, and there's K-Troll. This is an original knockoff Chinese figure. So, first thing of note is the mask. Let's get a good view of that mask right there. This mask, I recognize it. This is Norik's mask. And when Norik wore it, it was silver and attached to a much cooler body. I also like the paint job on this head here. On the originals, they were all just, you know, generic gray, but this actually has a shiny, iridescent silver coat to it. I've got the Toa Nuva legs. We've got the Toa Nuva armor, at least for the chest piece. We've got the Toa Metru shoulder pads. And we've got... are these Rakshi staffs? I don't know. Also, propellers for the back of the hands. So, let's build. Alright, one of the first things that I've noticed, is this guy. If any of you had the original Bionicle toys, you'd know that this, in the original Lego mold, had notches cut in here and here. I don't know exactly why, but it's a difference. These gears are also painted that nice, shiny silver color. This, does not go in easy. It's the first sign of lack of, quality. This is actually hurting my hands doing this. It's pretty much constructed the same way that any other Toa would be. Not that this guy is technically a Toa. He's an ultimate judge. MASKER thing. This is not want to go. Is that all the way it That doesn't feel right. Oh, I guess that is all the way it goes in. Okay, whatever. Oh boy. Here comes the moment of truth. Snapping this thing in. Anyone who has ever tried to remove one of these from one of these knows what I'm talking about. Once this thing is in there, there's no taking it out. Let's see how this goes. Oh wow, that snapped in pretty easily. And, as usual, it is impossible to remove. Okay, so we put this on here. Rather tight fit. Definitely not as snug as if this were a Lego product. But again, I cannot stress this enough. It is a Chinese knockoff. Either this thing is a lot thinner than this thing was, or these holes here are a lot wider. This peg went in a lot smoother than that top one. And now we get to the ball and socket joints. They are actually not half bad. They function pretty well. Alright, we will attach those in there and build the other leg. Alright, we're starting to get something that resembles I was gonna say Trua, but again, ultimate judge. Aside from that one peg that didn't seem to want to go through, not bad. Alright. And now, oh yeah, the good stuff. Flappy arms. He's doing the monkey. That got pretty old pretty fast. Oh lord, look at these. Shoulder pads. We're putting on his armor now. I should probably realign this arm. Not easy to take apart. Alright, see him? Putting on his armor. There we go. Ugh. Bit of a tight fit. A little bit of tightness. Putting on his chest piece. That went on relatively smoothly. Let's see how he stands. Not bad at all. So, now we've got these little pegs right here, which will go into these propellers, which will go into the back of his hands. This was one of the gimmicks of the Trua of water propellers in the backs of our hands. And this guy, I mean, you can tell from the box that he looks like he lives in a big Arab city. So I don't know why he'd need propeller hands. Alright, there's his... Oh, jeez. His weapons do not want to go in. Ugh. Gotta get that in there. Ugh. This one's even harder than the... Ah! Had to force that in, really. Alright, and finally, the mask. Well, all in all, not bad. The shoulder pads are much less restrictive of arm movement than I thought they would be. Obviously, they were not designed for this kind of arm. He's got the karate chop action going on. If I were a kid, I wouldn't be disappointed with Mr. Masker Ultimate Judge Trua here. He's pretty nice, actually. Yeah, all in all, I think this is one for the shelf. Also, one last notice, this box actually has safety warnings. Wow. I mean, you hear all the toys coming out of China that harm children, and this one actually has warnings on it, and they are not written in broken English at all. This is actual proper English. How about that? Now, I know when you're doing toy reviews on YouTube, you're supposed to have some thing you say where you, like, hold the toy up to your face and you sign out with your little catchphrase or whatever. Screw that.